Hi everyone, and welcome to another Alise Marie Fitness video. I first want to send a shout out publicly out to my mom who sent me a lovely surprise today. This awesome hoodie. It's Nike. And I will be using that later today to actually go walk or kind of jog outside. I'm not much of a jogger. It's never really been my thing, but I try. And so I just really want to enjoy getting outside a little bit before it's just far too cold and icy and nasty out and I am just stuck inside. So I really want to enjoy the outdoors as much as I can. So thank you, Mom. I will be using this as soon as I am done recording this video. I don't always or hardly ever wear makeup or have my hair even look semi this good before a workout. So I wanted to do a quick video, send a shout out, and really just kind of get my workout in for today, because you got to make sure you get your steps in every day. That's really the key to maintaining fitness. And so I just wanted this video to be about the tools for success, which getting those steps in is one of my first tools of success. My Fitbit, love it. There have been days when I can't make it to the gym, but I do have a floor, and my Fitbit will track me just walking in place. So I have to say that I've looked like a crazy person and have just watched a movie and I'll march in place just to make sure I get my steps in. I really want to make sure that I don't give myself any excuses for missing a workout, because to me it's just so important. Diet and fitness, they go hand in hand, and I have come this far, and I really don't want, as it gets colder, and I live here in Chicago, I don't want it to really kind of be an excuse to not make my way to the gym, because even living here, going to my gym is kind of an excursion. It takes over an hour just to get there, and that's not including time for the workout. So I have to really think of time management skills as well. But again, that's not really the focus of today's video. I just wanted to give you a quick brief sort of my tools for success. Number one is very important, because you could work out to the high heavens, but if you eat like 3 pizzas a day, you're not going to do a whole lot. So my first tool of success is my food journal. I love my food journal. I can't live without my food journal. I'm going crazy for my food journal. I couldn't find anything that I really liked in stores, so I developed my own. And so what I track mostly is it's tabbed out for each day. Each week is a different tab. And then at the beginning of each week, my weeks start on Friday after a weigh-in. What I do is I give myself 3 goals to focus on for that week. I will kind of go over any of last week's challenges, for example, Thanksgiving or the holidays or things like that. And then past week's successes. So did I hit my step goal from my Fitbit every day? Was I able to work out 4 to 5 times a week with weights? And then anything at the bottom I have that's upcoming for the week. So for example, a holiday, an event, anything to just really be aware of and plan that might, kind of knock my schedule or my diet or fitness out of a loop. I just think it's really important to kind of plan for things, be aware of things coming down the pipeline. And so here's an example of just 1 week of what that first page was, and I liked having it written down so that way, let's say, like I said, my weeks will start on a Friday, but let's say on a Tuesday I need to refocus and kind of, I wasn't that good over the weekend. I mean, hey, Cheesecake Factory. So that way I can kind of relook at what I wanted my goals to be for that week. And so how I track is, it's kind of changed over time. Before I was simply tracking my proteins and my calories, but I have sort of developed that a little bit more, and I am watching also my carbs, my fat. So it's calories, proteins, carbohydrates, and my fats, and I have a certain range of what I try to hit on. Like I said, I'm not necessarily following a certain diet plan. It's just the Alise diet. So I have calories that I want to stay under, typically about that 1,200 range. You know, if I hit 1,300, it's not that, I'm not going to throw a wrench in for the day. For proteins, I do focus on a more of a higher protein diet. So I have a certain protein goal I want to hit, at least 70 to 80 proteins minimum in a day. Carbs, because I am focusing more on that higher protein, my carbohydrates tend to naturally be lower. But I still want to be aware of them. I don't mind a low carb diet. I find good success in that diet. I'm not a vegan, I'm not a vegetarian. I like to eat meat, I like to eat cheese, things like that. So I have no problem of having a snack of just a couple cubes of cheese. But also I like to eat yogurt. I like to mix my protein shakes with skim milk. And those, you know, dairy tends to be a little bit higher in carbohydrates because of its natural sugars. So that's just a little bit of kind of how I track it, and I call this my master food book. But I also have, you know, if I'm out and about, I don't necessarily want to have to fiddle with my phone. I haven't found an app that I really like that is honestly as quick as me writing something down. I don't want to have to open up an app and type it in. And even I don't really want to have to type something in while I am out and we go to coffee or we go to lunch, we go to dinner, or anything like that. It's easier for me just to carry out what I call meals on the move. So it's just a little notebook where I can write down what I had, and it has like the date and the time. And then I can go and look it up later. I kind of have a good idea of what may be appropriate for my diet and what may not be at certain places. You know, and again, I can quickly look stuff up on my phone. But I like having to write stuff down. I'm still a little bit old school. I'm not 30 yet, but I'm still old school and I like to write stuff down. So that is that. Another thing that I really like, and again, I couldn't find anything that really fit my needs, was to track my workouts. I wanted to see my progress over time. I wanted to sort of be able to track, hey, you know, I'm doing squats at this many reps at this weight, but it's starting to get to be easier. It's less challenging. I'm not seeing the results I want. But I couldn't find a book or a way to track it. Again, I don't really like apps. I don't want to, I'm already on my phone enough. I don't want to have to be tinkering on everything. So what I developed, and if you guys have any suggestions on either sort of like a master nutrition book or a workout journal, please feel free to let me know. But I have just a small book that I bring with me to the gym, and I'm able to just write down what I did for the day, including reps and weight, how long I did cardio, things of that nature, and then I just put it in, again, a master book. So, try to hustle harder. I thought that was appropriate because I'm trying to hustle harder. So anyway, that is sort of, again, this would be my master workout book. So even when I'm doing a workout at home, I will track it, like doing sit-ups and squats and things like that at home. Which brings me to my next thing of sort of tools of success, is we can't always get to the gym, but that does not mean that we can't get a workout in. So for me, some tools for success is my Fitbit. I can just walk in place. It tracks my steps when I'm walking the dog. I could just go and go and go, and it tracks me all day. There's been times when I haven't hit my step goal. I'll go take a long walk to make sure I'm getting at least those 10,000 steps. I would be lost without my Fitbit. I hate just a day without my Fitbit. I feel sort of disconnected even when it's charging and I don't have it. I'm like, what if I can't take the dog for a walk without my Fitbit? I have to know. So those I think are really important. And some other tools I think is just having some basics. Like I said, again, if you can't get to the gym, so I'll be using these later because I wanted to kind of show you what I use. And again, look cute. I don't normally wear makeup to the gym, and this hair is, you know, I would have done it cuter for you, but you know. But anyway, I have a weighted ball. And these are great for doing squats, abs, things like that. So just basic things. Hand weights, you know, you gotta have your hand weights. You know, you gotta do your bicep curls and try overhead things. I don't know the official names of things, but I've been doing them for years. And then the bands. Very old school grandma, but hey, I mean, they still work. They still do exactly what I want. And finally, if you have, oops. The last little tip I was going to give was just, if you have cable, you have on demand, and there are tons of workouts on demand. So that's that. Sorry about kicking the table. So that is my Alise Marie Fitness video for today. Check back for more. Comment on anything else you'd like to see. Share this if you think anything was valuable. Again, I'm just sharing my journey as it goes. Sharing what I've learned, what works for me, in the hopes of being able to help anybody else. That's really why I'm here, because I found that I've learned a lot through watching other YouTube videos, checking out other social media accounts, and that's what I learned from. And that's really what I want the goal of, you know, my YouTube videos or my Facebook page or my blog to be about, is just learning from others, sharing what I've learned, and just really being able to blah, that's it. All right, thanks everybody, and I hope you had a great holiday, and just be mindful of your fitness goals upcoming in this next month. Have a great day.